The US government fully supports and believes in a CBC, which is a type of publicly issued digital dollar. It would be issued by the Federal Reserve and backed by the government. It could be used instead of current payment methods and have benefits like instant payment settlement, a way to make deals across borders, and helping more people get access to money. More than 130 countries are looking into making their own digital currencies that are backed by the government. First tests have already started in China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, and India, and a digital euro pilot could start as early as 2028. In the US, we are still a long way behind, even though more and more information is coming out about the features of digital currency. It's clear from these words that the US Congress has given the go-ahead for XRP in the US. This isn't just for banks and investment firms. XRP can be used for purchases in both the US and other countries. This is especially true when coming from the US Federal Reserve. America, Brazil, and India are all aware of the world change. The US doesn't want to be behind on this change, so they're working with Ripple to make their own digital currencies that will be issued by their central bank. Can you guess which company they're working with? That's right, it's Ripple. Welcome back to the place where you can find everything about XRP, like the BRICS countries. Brazil, Russia, and India, South Africa, and China have worked together. The US is also moving in the same direction. Let me show you a video that shows how Ripple and the US Federal Reserve talked about CBDCs back in 2015. This history shows that Ripple and the US have been working together behind the scenes, even though Ripple and the SEC are fighting in public. There was a good chance that Ripple would win the SEC case because of this partnership. Do you remember how Ripple got the Federal Reserve to agree to use the FedNAB payment method? Now, the Federal Reserve didn't give Ripple direct credit when they released the system, but there were hints that their conversation about it's possible to work with a blockchain company to make payments quick and easy. Transactions would only take 3 to 5 seconds for a long time. Before he became president, Gary Gensler talked about how the US Federal Reserve could use Ripple. Gensler had faith in the Federal Reserve, which had already added XRP and Ripple to their payment system for both domestic and international transactions. This was while the SEC was suing Ripple. Now, let's talk about what's going on in the world. Riverbank has joined the FedNet payment system. Riverbank is a well-known Ripple payment partner that uses the RippleNet system. More than just a bank, this is what it is. This payment provider uses Ripple's, XCurrent, and XRapid services for on-demand transactions. Riverbank is now part of FedNet, which means that XRapid, XCurrent, and Ripplenet will all play a part. This means that the FedNet payment system is ready to use XRP to meet its liquidity needs for trades that happen across the board. As a result, we can expect XRP's value to rise as its uses and benefits grow. If you own XRP and are reading this, it's good news for your investment. Adding XRP to regular banking systems is more than just a sign of how useful the coin could be. It also shows how the world of global business is changing as traditional banks realize how fast, efficient, and cheap blockchain technologies like Ripple's are currently. What banks like Riverbank did afterward was only the tip of the iceberg. XRP and other related technologies will change the whole financial industry as more companies learn about them and use them. But let's not go any further. If you're interested, I have a great deal for you on XRP. To join, just do these 3 simple things. Give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, and rate it. Set up alerts for this movie, and share it with family and friends when we pick the winner. Everyone should follow these steps, and good luck. When we hit 60,000 users, we'll let everyone know who won. Now let's get back to the topic at hand. We've talked about how much XRP is worth and how important it's becoming. The US Federal Reserve is interested in it. People outside of the US are also interested in how useful XRP could be. For example, the BRICS countries and even the EU with its digital euro project are looking into what it can do. The movies we've made on these topics show this. We will talk more about how XRP is being used in the digital euro project in Europe and the BRICS country CBDC to restate our main point. The US wants to use XRP for more than just a possible CBDC, which we talked about in a different video. They also want to use it to speed up cross-border trades. This is true for all banking transactions, both in the US and abroad. Let's look at what this means for the future value of XRP. The worth of XRP will change as more people buy it. If you want to know how much a coin is worth, you should use it. This is especially true for large financial institutions like the US Federal Reserve. When a digital asset like XRP is added to big financial systems, it's not just about the benefits it brings to transactions right away. It's also about the trust and confidence it builds over time. The world's financial system is changing quickly. Digital transactions are becoming the norm, and people want to be able to send money quickly and cheaply across borders. Most coins, like XRP, have been used before and are very important. This is a very important time for XRP. Help from big countries and financial institutions could be the thing that sets it apart. Banned groups and businesses, with all of its support and connections, XRP is on the path to a bright future. But as with any investment, it's important to stay up to date, watch how things are changing, and make decisions based on a lot of research. Is it possible that XRP will reach $10,000, 0 cents in the crypto world? That question has been getting a lot of attention, and I'll get to it soon. In the meantime, it's important to note that as the crypto world grows, multinational companies, especially those from North America, are becoming more interested in the list of XRP. Now, you can find digital money in over 130 countries. XRP is often seen as a star. How much do you think XRP could be worth? Rumors range from $10,000, 0 cents to 0. This is because it could play a role. But what does this mean? It means that XRP could become the standard form of exchange as more countries use it for international transactions. This was made clear by the executive director at Vilho Capital. It would be a big deal for the world's wealth to move through the XRP ledger if it became the standard currency used by everyone. Even though there is a lot of XRP available, its value could go up because so many people want it, putting it between $10,000, 0 cents and $35,000, 0 cents. These are the predictions and values for XRP that experts and fans are looking forward to seeing. Remember that I am not a licensed financial advisor. Tell your financial advisor that the information in these movies is just for fun before you make any choices. I always tell my fans to study on their own and talk to experts. Thanks for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up and click follow if you liked it. Also, make sure that the alerts are turned on so that you know right away when I post something new in the next movie. I can't wait to see you again.